Karen Read trial, day 15. Here's what happened in court today. So the first person they called on the stand was John O'Keefe's niece, and of course we could not see this testimony because she is a minor. However, I did find this on Twitter where it says that her testimony did differ a bit. They didn't specify necessarily how. That the jurors were very attentive to her, that she went over the Aruba fight of them arguing in Aruba, that Karen used to take her to get her nails done and her hair done all the time, and that she, spent time with Karen. The prosecution then tried to poke holes in the defense's love triangle theory by playing a clip from Karen Read's investigation discovery documentary. And it's a clip where Karen says, "I don't see how John would have known about my text messages with Brian. I'm not sure if he knew. He would have reacted very strongly. I think we would have broken up." They then call Massachusetts State Police Zachary Clark to the stand, and he is the one that had to inspect Karen Read's car. He testified that he processed the vehicle for a front passenger area for DNA evidence, but was unable to locate any usable fingerprints before traveling to 34 Fairview to gather photographs of the front yard. During cross-examination, Yannetti's trying to ask him about Proctor, and of course they immediately call a sidebar, but then after the sidebar, Yannetti asked Clark about when he arrived at the Canton Police Headquarters, was Michael Proctor there first? Clark says yes, and goes on to acknowledge he did not know about Proctor's access to Karen Read's vehicle before his arrival that morning. A year and a half later, Yannetti says Clark participated in an interview of Colin Albert at the Norfolk's DA's office. They then had Maureen Hartnett with the Massachusetts State Police Crime Lab, and she also inspected Karen's vehicle at the Sally Port. Next on the stand was Massachusetts State Police Trooper Evan Brent. After establishing his credentials, he shared his role in the Karen Read investigation, including what he documented at Proctor's direction. He basically confirmed that Proctor was the lead investigator. So after the break, Hartnett was back on the stand, and they were working with Brennan to clear up an issue over what evidence was in the box before the lunch break. I don't know, it was like a whole thing. The forensics expert said there were loose pieces of taillight at the bottom of the bag she knew were missing at the time that she examined the taillight. They discussed best practice about storing the pieces of evidence. When Brennan eventually sought to move it into evidence, the defense didn't object, but suggested that there would be further questions about this on cross-examination. She also went over how she had analyzed the bloody snow that was collected in the red Solo cups and also clothes that were of John O'Keefe's. Alessi then begins with cross-exam, and he started by making sure that she understood that Proctor was the lead investigator and confirmed with her that she made no conclusion on the cause of the damage she reviewed on Karen Read's SUV. The dent, the scratches, the broken taillight on the Lexus, to your knowledge, as you sit here today, could have existed before February 1st when you went to the Sally Port, correct? And she agreed. Alessi asked if she tested for blood on the SUV's undercarriage, and Hartnett said the areas she tested all came up negative. He then moves on to the bloody snow collected in the red Solo cups, and Hartnett confirmed she had never tested evidence collected that way. "I've never collected a sample from a red Solo cup before." Hartnett also confirmed to Alessi that she didn't believe the DNA testing was done on swabs from the Solo cups, and confirmed that it's not known who the bloodstains might relate to. Mind you, from many people in the courtroom, they said that during this parts of the testimony, the jurors looked surprised and were definitely taking notes. Alessi then asked her if she found any glass inside the broken taillight. She said she didn't note anything unusual or find anything that was not inherent to the taillight inside. but she also said she doesn't perform glass analysis. She also said she did not find DNA inside the taillight. He then asked her about the hair that was collected from the back of Karen Reed's SUV and hinted at the skepticism that the hair from the scene would have made it from Fairview back to O'Keefe's house. He's so for real, you guys. The hair on the back of the car, like really, it made it through the snowstorm traveling. The hair just latched on for dear life. Around 4 o'clock, the jury was dismissed, and we'll be back at it tomorrow.